special guest. Okay, so this was the hint about our special guest. I have a couple questions for our special guest, which is my beautiful wife, Trang. Trang, come on down. And she's leaving.
Okay.
Never mind, guys. She's leaving.
Hiện tại thì mình đang ở nhà của thầy Ly và đây là nóc nhà ha. Chào chị.
Chào em.
Dạ. Chị có thể giới thiệu xíu không? Cũng như nói về một số cái thói quen mà của thầy để cho mọi người hiểu hơn về thầy.
Nói chung là thầy có cả thói quen tốt lẫn thói quen xấu thôi, chị nói từ cái tốt trước đi ha. Nói chung là thầy thì thích khám phá nên là cái gì hư hao trong nhà là thầy tự sửa trước. Rồi khi nào thầy phá xong á mà không được thì thầy sẽ nhờ chị gọi thợ. Nói chung là mà đa phần thầy phá ít lắm, sửa là nhiều. Còn cái thói mà xấu nhất của thầy á là thầy không có đúng giờ.
Okay.
Or what is maybe the biggest challenge when dating? I mean, marrying, everything, a foreigner, an American, in terms of the culture, I guess. Because, you know, I feel like people ask me this, not a lot, but people are curious, you know, hopefully some in our audience want to know the same. Yeah, could you talk a little bit about what pissed you off about me and my culture, basically?
You are American, so you
Correct.
focus on freedom.
Yes.
You didn't follow any rules.
Uh-huh.
So we live in Vietnam, so we strict and we follow the crowd. So
Yeah.
don't speak loud at midnight.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but
Play basketball in the house.
yeah, it's weird. It's weird.
But yeah, we call that the Pham room, and there is a legit 10-foot basketball hoop. And yeah, link in the description for the video to the renovation of the Pham room. We're opposites, right?
Yeah, totally opposite.
yin and yang.
Everything,
Yeah. So like I'm
even music or everything.
yeah,
The
that's true.
food, music, everything.
Yeah.
And sometimes I want to go to the theater to watch some show, but how can he understand Vietnamese? So
Okay.
it means that sometimes something I have to enjoy alone.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have the next question for you.
Yeah, please.
Why don't you
can-
learn Vietnamese?
Can you? Oh yeah. Yeah, that's actually probably more frequent of a question that I get asked, and
Okay.
it's very fair, and I get it. But my reason, my answer, I'll try to be brief, is because I feel if I do learn it completely fluently, it still isn't that easily understood, because the average person, or even in the business world, they don't have much experience listening to a foreigner that looks like me speaking well. So it's kind of like a psychological thing. So when you see the person, you assume that they can't speak. I know this is kind of like an excuse, but my second reason would be I want to spend my time or free time more focusing on building up the Pro Teacher brand and working with more and more executives, and really just improving my craft of, you know, coaching, presentation coaching, and making my friends, students, and co-hosts better communicators, better presenters, and more successful and make more money. And I want to make more money, of course.
Sure.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
Can agree more. It's a good reason. Okay.
Yeah, but it also is. Let me give a third reason: lazy. I mean,
Sure.
that's part of it.
Right.
Whereas like Spanish, by the way, hablo español. So I do speak another language. I don't know. Fun fact: I speak Spanish. Hablo el español. Y eso no me ayuda para nada aquí. That doesn't help me at all here. All right, cool. Do you have a question for Hung? And yeah, about anything in terms of culture, or, you know, he's a programmer, or just anything. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But in Vietnamese, please.
Vietnamese.
And then you can maybe repeat it in English too.
Ông chồng chị cái tính hơi quái, thì cái tính gì khiến em muốn làm bạn với ông? Cái điểm nào mà em muốn làm bạn không?
She asked me about nói tiếng Việt trước hả?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
In English is okay because in both to you.
I mean, Okay.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, what'd she say?
It's asking about why I want to make. I mean, you have a lot of like bad habits. I don't know.
You weird.
Weird. I don't know, but like
What do you mean?
like some habits is like weird for Vietnamese.
Could you be more specific? Or maybe I don't want you to be more specific.
Yeah, you're so freedom. I mean, and you do what you want. Break a lot of rules, for example.
Sure.
And
Why he still
and
want to
why
be
I want
friends
still
with him?
be your friend?
what make he wants?
Great question.
Means, yeah.
I think it's
This
a good
point
question.
already mentioned in the previous podcast episode, right?
Yeah, I think so.
It's
Yeah,
about the
episode 1. Check it out. We'll link it below.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about the open-minded people. Yeah. For me, I work a lot with like some foreigners, and so it's not so weird for me. Yeah, to work with him. I mean, but for sure but I feel he's like so genuine and honest. He like reliable person. I can share my personal stuff.
Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, because if I'm being honest,
I agree.
Yeah, thank you. But before I met you, I didn't really have friends. I mean, I have one friend. Shout out Matthew. He's coming over to meet Coco, by the way, on Saturday. But yeah, before that, I just had him, and I don't really see him because he's cool and young, and he gets to travel for his work. So that's great, but it's not great for developing or even keeping a friendship alive when he's
Too busy.
Yeah. He's like, oh, gotta go to the UK. Oh, now I'm going to Cali. Now I'm like, cool, have fun.
Jealous.
Exactly. I'll be here with the baby. Yay, Coco. No, but you get my idea. So it's really been nice to get to know you. And this is just the beginning. We can help each other out, share the story. And I also want to mention maybe a tip for some of our viewers that aren't very experienced in LinkedIn. The more you post on LinkedIn, the more business will be attracted to you. And by I don't just mean post. I mean like be genuine, like tell your story. And I think LinkedIn can certainly be very cringy, and it's not my favorite thing to do. But if you're someone like me who wants to develop their brand and just get more become an expert in your field, or develop some kind of base community that kind of looks to you for communication coaching, whether it be English or Vietnamese programming training. So I really recommend step up your LinkedIn game in 2024. Make sure your posts are genuine. No one wants to hear, oh, look, I started 5 businesses. I made a gazillion dollars last year. You can do it too. It comes off very, like you were saying, not authentic.
Yeah.
And the reason why we have a good relationship is because we are authentic. Same thing on LinkedIn. So if you just post maybe just start with twice a week, once a week, and then as you start to build a following, maybe go to 3 times a week, and then people will start to look to you for advice, knowledge in your niche. Ooh, that can be another word of the day. Niche. What does it mean? Niche, yeah.
Let's try to remember.
I don't know either.
Niche is your area of expertise.
Okay.
So my niche would be business English, presenting, interview skills, and what else? Maybe negotiating. But actually, she's the negotiating queen recently. Can you give one tip on negotiating? And I also want to, because she won't probably admit this, I also want to say that she literally less than a year ago, maybe like 6 months, about 6 months ago, she told me, I said, babe, because she's a businesswoman, and I said, babe, you need to be a good negotiator. That's if you want to be a successful businesswoman. She said, no, that's not for me. that's for the traders to do, or that's for the, my boss to do. But then when she realized that she can make more money and, advance her career quickly with just some simple negotiating skills, and she can get what she wants from me easier. Literally, it seemed like overnight that you became a good negotiator. So can you give a tip?
To get a good negotiation, just imagine like you already at the end of the world. You have just one way to do is negotiate the best and get only what you want. If you have more choice, so you won't try your best to get. But okay, just like me today, because I don't have much money, but I want to buy a fancy condo. So I have to negotiate very well because I don't have money and I just want to borrow from bank. Exactly that number. So even the owner said that, okay, I gave you a lot of benefit. I cannot make discount anymore, but I just go straight, okay, little by little. But I gave him exactly the maximum amount I can. You accept my suggestion, my deal, or I will go another deal and just do it very quickly. The thing is, you don't have any other choice. You have to do your best to get what you want.